my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective. I'm glad to see you back again. Let's get into it. We're talking about Ready to Love. I got a lot of things. I have a lot of things that I want to talk about and say. I've got a lot of opinions on a lot of different things. So let's get into it. Okay, so we open up with the men meeting with Tommy. And I immediately saw Corey and was just like, what is he doing here? Why is Corey here? Honestly, I feel like Corey is a pickup artist. And we'll talk about what that is if you don't know. But I honestly think Corey is a pickup artist. And that's not a good thing. So, the first date, because now they're breaking off into dates and getting to know each other a little bit more. So, Frank and Aisha meet together. Like Aisha, I think she's a genuine person. She would be a friend of mine. Like if I met her in person, we would be friends. I can see that. Frank, on the other hand, he's always given me an F-boy vibe. I don't necessarily feel like he's genuine. So he stops and they went and played pool and did some cutesy stuff. And so he stops her in the middle of the game of pool and is just like, you know, I just want you to know that you're very motherly and I love that about you and your confidence. Standing next to you, you know, it would be really great. And, you know, he just kind of like boosted her head a little bit. But I don't feel like the gesture was genuine. That's what I'm going to say. I don't feel like it was genuine. I feel like it was rehearsed. I feel like he said this, that he's going to say another version of this to someone else. I just don't think he's genuine. I just don't. I don't. So I may be wrong. I hope I am. I hope I am wrong with all of these guys. However, I just don't think that I am. So keep your eye on him. Okay. So this wasn't a date. This was a meetup. This was Carrie and Tyrone. Now, in the last video, I talked about how I felt like Carrie should have just silently took this L and went on about her way. But Kheri decided that she wanted to run with it and go public, right? Which was never a good idea, because you only end up feeling worse about yourself when you try to get closure. Never let a man tell you he don't want you more than once. Do you hear me? Never let a man tell you he don't want you more than once. You tell me you don't want to talk to me, you're not interested, you don't want to be with me, okay. Cool. Like there's nothing else I need to talk to you about. I don't need diagrams. I don't need an explanation. I don't need footnotes. None of the above. Cool. Thank you. I'm out. Never let a man tell you he don't want you twice. Kheri feels like she was mishandled. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we already know, you and I know, the Belle Perspective knows, right, that Tyrone is conflict avoidant, right?'s got PTSD, emotional issues, like all of these things, high anxiety, all these things that he's battling with and dealing with and coping with, right? And a lot of those things, I would say, create a harsh environment for somebody to be tactful. And I'm not making an excuse for him, but what I'm saying is that he didn't have it to begin with, right? So in my last video, I think I told you, like, he seems like he's kind of that guy that if he likes you, he will give you explanations. He will go out on a limb and explain and backflips, diagrams, all of the things, right? But for someone that he's not interested in, he only wants to he wants to hit you with the headline and be out, right? He doesn't really, and I didn't say that was right, but I'm just saying he only has time and energy for the people that he's really interested in. That's the kind of setup he gives me. Like, I only have time and energy for somebody I'm really interested in. If you don't fall within that line, I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm going to keep it moving. And I think that Kheri wasted her time. When the man said he didn't want you, that was the nicest thing he could have done. And I know it was hard, but that was the nicest thing he could have done, because there are other men who would have taken that and used it, and then you would have been in a worse position than you currently are, or whatever. he talked and said that she was aggressive. Again, I don't feel like she was 100% aggressive with him. He may have interpreted aggressiveness because she was more forward than he would want her to be. This is what I think, right? Let me just break it down, right? So ladies, let me talk to the ladies. Fellas, just hold on for me. I'll make it quick. But okay, so ladies, you ever meet a guy and he wants to talk to you, but you're not interested in him, right? Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You know, he's trying to talk to you, right? And you guys are in like a work setting, or, you know, whatever kind of setting where you can't just walk past him and never see him again, right? It's kind of like a work setting or a conference or something where you may have to see them again, right? So this guy he's interested. He's trying to show you that he's interested. But if you're not interested in that person, you're going to be like, okay, bye. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anything that they do may come off aggressive because you don't like them. You're not interested in them like that, right? And he may have just asked you for his phone number. He just asked me for my phone number, but I was just like, ugh, get away from me. You're so aggressive. You too much. Like, I just feel like because he's not interested in her in that way, anything that she does trying to be forward with him makes him feel like she's being aggressive. I'm not making an excuse, but I'm just saying that may have been how he interpreted it. I didn't think it was right. He could have put a little sugar on top of it, but I don't expect sugar from Tyrone. He only has sugar for people who he really is interested in. That's just how that's how he's built. The other thing is, Kheri, why are you texting this man asking, are you still interested? Girl, stop. Stop. Let him tell you. Like, again, you're going to get the truth from him. Now, he didn't tell you why he didn't want to talk to you, which is, I feel like he probably could have done that to help her along. And he ended up telling Shiloh, which I don't know how I feel about that. I'm partially okay with it. Where I have an issue is Shiloh telling Kheri. I'm kind of like, Shiloh, that wasn't for you to be going around. That wasn't for you to go around and tell you. And it just wasn't for you to go around and say. It just wasn't. Yeah, again, I'm not mad at it. I'm not 100% mad at Tyrone telling Shiloh the real reason why because he wasn't bashing her. Now, I would be upset if Tyrone had went back and said, oh, she doing too much. I don't want her. You cool. Like, if he spoke negatively against Kheri to Shiloh, then I would be side-eyeing. But I don't think he spoke negatively. I think he just said, I can only handle a certain amount. And you're the one... Because she probably asked. Like, we don't even know the conversation and how it was set up. So she probably asked, I know you're interested in Kheri. Maybe. I don't know. Again, I don't want to make excuses for him because he didn't handle it right. But I don't expect him to. He has these emotional issues. No shade to him because I'm glad that he knows that and he's working through it. But I wouldn't expect him to be able to handle that with tact. I just wouldn't expect that. If he did, I would be surprised. Again, I'm surprised that all these women even are interested. Again, not an ugly man or anything like that, but I have a soft spot for him. I do, but I just know that it would take a lot of work for somebody to come in and you know, be in his life permanently. So the next day is Camille, Courtney, Cornelius, and Corey. I forgot who all these people were. Or I forgot all the names. Starting off with Camille. She is so annoying. I don't know what it is. She's such a beautiful woman. She looks like Tweet to me. Tweet the singer. They used to date Jamal Bryant. But she is so annoying. And it's almost like like a sedity annoying. Like, it's just pretentious and it works my nerve. I have nothing for Camille. And she's very insecure. That's another thing. When Courtney walked in, she was side-eyeing the girl, giving her stank face, being fake about it too. I'm like, girl, what? Courtney is not even your man. Anyway, Cornelius is on some bullshit. Let's just move on right along to him. So Camille and Cornelius get together, and they sit down and start talking, and Camille was like, I enjoy our FaceTimes. And he was like, yeah, I enjoy them too. And she was like, yeah, when me and you talking and you got no shirt on. Cornelius, why you don't have no shirt on? Why you FaceTiming Camille? Didn't you say you trying to say, wait? Now, see, that's how I know you on some bullshit. You're not trying to wait. Now, I had some additional thoughts. I had some additional thoughts here. Let me get into them. Okay, so why are you FaceTiming somebody without your shirt? Camille she is in a very tight spot. She's putting herself in a very tight spot by giving him all the power, giving him all the control. She has basically handed over her playbook. And reason being is because she's made it very clear that she likes him very much. So now what Cornelius may do after she said now that he's trying to show off his sex appeal or trying to show off his little body or whatever in the FaceTime, what he might try to do, and it seems like this, is try to seduce her. So get her to think that they're going to potentially have a relationship because he knows that she likes him, and she may do anything for him just because she likes him that much. He may try to wrangle her in and get it from her, right? And be like, oh, I slipped it up. But I really have feelings for Courtney. Me and you was a slip up. So he will try to leverage the crush that Camille has on him and use that to get what he wants, and then leave her by the wayside when he gets an opportunity, because he already knows he has nothing to lose, because she done already gave him the big joker. Girl. Anyway, their body language was completely off when they were Camille and Courtney were talking. Camille and Cornelius were talking. Body language completely off. She's asking about money and, debt and all this other stuff, and she the one with the debt. Anyway, she asking about all these different things, and too soon, too early. These are not things that you need to be asking about right now. And then when he's giving answers, she's looking the other way. She's not making eye contact. It was just awkward. It's weird. She's such a weirdo. Stranger danger. Camille, you about to be, because this is what gives me. She gives too much to these men. Then when the men give her nothing, right? They give her nothing. She spins out of control. And then that's where that crazy comes in. I'm telling you, it's cringy. She's also a hater, by the way. Courtney was with Corey or whatever, ew. And she was rolling her eyes, and Corey got Courtney some flowers in Camille's face. She was looking like, she always have the stank face. She just remind me of those girls in college, and I remember she's AKA. That explains it. No offense to all the AKAs out there, but anyway. Okay, Corey and Courtney. Corey is a pickup artist. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say that. Pickup artists are men who study YouTube videos or maybe even goes to conferences, because there are conferences that they pay money. So it's men who used to be incels or got this close to becoming incels. Look that up, because we're not going to go down the road, not today. But decided that they were going to start looking at taking conferences and seminars so they can try to pick up women. So it's called a pickup artist. And what it is where you literally objectify a woman and make her, how do you say this? Objectify them so that you can capture them. So they're no longer, women are no longer people, they are prey at that point. And so a lot of the seminars talk about women don't necessarily know what they want, so you're going to tell them what they want. You know, get in an uncomfortable position for them so that they are forced to have to, you know, speak to you, or forced to have to comply with you once you like throw your body around. So I'm going to give you an example of why I feel like Corey's a pickup artist. So Courtney was telling her about how her first impressions of Corey, what she saw from him, and how she felt like he wasn't genuine. Before she could even finish her sentence, Corey decided he was going to interrupt her, disrupt her, distract her, get into her body space before he even had any didn't get permission, none of those things, and decided that he was going to creep up in her space and use the power of intimidation. Because Courtney didn't look comfortable. She really didn't. But because we're taught to be nice and play things off, women are taught to be nice, we're socialized to be nice, you know, try not to be disrespectful, all of those things. So he played that and used it against her. So, because again, there was nothing in that conversation that told him to pull up on her or get close to her. There was nothing like that. So he used pickup artist technique by, like, there's another thing that I've seen pickup artists in seminars, they say, they'll say, oh, a woman doesn't know, you know, again, a woman doesn't know what she wants. You tell her what she wants. So he'll just get in your face and it'll look like confidence, but it really isn't. It's not. It's intimidation. He'll grab on you. He'll, you know, take lead and breaking physical barriers faster or sooner than what's normal or what someone's comfortable with. Or without even checking for comfortability at all. And that's what Corey does. He doesn't check for comfortability. He doesn't get permission. He's not listening. He's copy and pasting the lines. And that's another thing. Is like, just shoot as many as you can. But that's what a hunter does when he's going out for prey. He'll go out, shoot at as many as he can, and then take home whatever he can, right? Corey is a pickup artist. And a lot of these men, most of these men, all of the pickup artists have been rejected by women in their early age. And the mindset, the mentality of rejection has not evolved. So the women who rejected you were probably young, probably didn't really know what was right or good for them either. Didn't realize that the nerd is actually could have been the good guy, right? Could have actually really cared about them. But they just said, oh, she rejected me. All women ain't worth a damn. And so in order to retaliate against them, this is how I'm going to get my way and what I want and further validate myself as a man. It's a whole movement with, I mean, so many. This is what men are watching. You know how women are watching how to bag a man, how to have a better relationship and all this other stuff. Men are watching pickup artists and how to knock down as many women as they possibly are. Not all of them, but I know for Corey for sure. Y'all Google pickup artists, YouTube some of these pickup artists. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then you'll be like, that is Corey. That's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. Then he hit her with the bad boys for life thing. We ride together, we die together. First of all, ain't nobody riding or dying for nobody. We throw that saying the fuck away, okay? Throw it out, because men ain't saying ride or die. Did you get that? They ain't saying that, okay? He watches too many movies, because he hit her with the two can play that game, Morris Chestnut line last time. Now he trying to hit her with the bad boys. Y'all gone. I'm just disgusted by him. If you can't tell, I'm disgusted by him. Let me hurry up, because this video is already too long. Okay, Moomin, she's so pretty. Oh my god, just a beautiful girl. She had the yellow blouse on, or the yellow top, and it was so pretty, and it made her skin look chef's kiss. She's absolutely gorgeous. Such a beautiful girl. Moomin and Walter go on a date. Somebody said, I didn't get this, but chatting with JoJo said this, that she saw somebody in the comment section saying that Moomin keeps going on these cheap ass dates. She should demand more for herself. She really should, because Corey decided to take on a little raggedy ass hike. He ain't spent not a dime. Not a dime. And Walter decided to take her to botanical gardens. He didn't even bring no food. So he didn't, this time she got more shorted than the last time. She didn't even bring no food. Child. Anyway, girl, Moomin, you deserve better, girl. You are absolutely gorgeous. Probably one of the most gorgeous girls on the show. Anyway, I don't trust Walter. He's playing the sympathy card. Every interaction, it's this drink, it's this lemonade I'm drinking, it's causing me to, so I apologize, y'all. Walter's playing sympathy card. Pretty much everything that he, every interaction with all these women, he's telling some sob ass story. And he trying to trauma bond with her and call it a connection. No. We're moving forward with you. We moving on from you, Walter. We not doing it. We not. I don't trust him. I don't. Dante, Shiloh, Phil, and Kheri get together. This was odd. I felt like Dante and Phil were creeps. Like, why would you want to just see these women in spandex? Okay, so what did I want to say about this? Yep, they want to see spandex. They're creeps. Dante's fuckboy is really starting to pick up steam. Y'all watch me. Listen. Look. And listen. Look. And listen. He a fuckboy. And it's starting to pick up steam. Yeah. So, okay, so Phil pulls Shiloh away, and again, Shiloh's the one that leads with like her sensuality kind of thing. Anyway, she leads with it. Probably not on purpose, but she does lead with it. And so she starts talking to Phil about the things that she wants a man to tell her. And she was like, I want him to tell me that I'm beautiful. Phil goes, you're beautiful. I want him to, you know, be affectionate. I believe he grabbed her hand or something. Somebody told me a couple years ago, don't give a man your playbook. You don't tell him what you like. Don't tell him what you like. Because why? He's going to give it to you. And the reason why he's going to give it to you is because he wants to reel you in. Again, I may sound jaded. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. I probably do sound real jaded up in here. But you know what? What I'm trying to do is save your life. I don't want y'all, the young gals out there, I don't want y'all to make the same mistakes that I did. Okay? So I'm trying to come and share some wisdom. Okay? I'm trying to give you some wisdom, young gal. I'm trying to give you some wisdom. Okay? Don't you give these men your playbook. You hear me? You say you the head coach, right, of the Dallas Cowboys, okay? You don't give nobody your playbook. You hear me? You don't give nobody your playbook. You hear me? You don't do that. You don't do that, because then when you in the game, they making all your plays and you ain't going to be able to score, and they doing all the things because they got you. You ain't trying to do that, right? You need to win. So she's saying all these things and telling him everything, and he's repeating it right back to her, and she was like, girl, he not working. He just asking you, and you just telling him. You're desperately trying to be seen. Stop. Yeah. If he asks you what you like, just be like, you'll see in time. You'll find out. Let him find out about you. Let him work. Put in the time to learn about you. Okay? If he don't want to stick around and do that, then he wasn't for you no way. Listen here, I'm trying to give you some wisdom. I'm trying to give you some wisdom. You better take it. I'm trying to give you some. Dante and Kheri. Ugh, it was awkward. I wish that, I don't know why that scene was so damn long. Ugh, it was terrible. But you know what, quiet as it's kept. I bet Kheri wished that she had Carrington on the show at that point. You know how she was complaining about how Carrington was asking all the interview questions and trying to keep the conversation going? Child, that dry ass conversation with her and Dante, I bet she missed Carrington at that point. Because at least Carrington was trying to hold a little conversation, although he was still a fuck boy. We don't fuck with him, but he was still a fuck boy. It's a damn shame what happened to Kheri at the end of this episode. Anywho, okay, Nayeem and Zadia. I actually really like them. I think they're cute. I like Nayeem. I think he's an earnest guy. I do. I may be wrong, but I think he's an earnest guy. So far, I like Zadia. I think she's beautiful. Very gorgeous woman. They look good together. There's really nothing else I want to say about that. Moving forward, Sia and Frank. Every time I see Frank, I roll my eyes. I just want y'all to know. Sia, I don't like her. My boyfriend don't like her either. He was like, oh, I don't like her. I don't like her. I'm like, yeah, there's something about her that just... It's not as bad as Camille for me, but it's up there. It's Camille and then it's Sia. These women, I'm not really feeling them. I only really like Zadia, Moomin. I like Sabrina. That's it, y'all. I don't really like nobody else. The rest of them, I don't. They boring. They kind of boring. Anyway, sorry, no offense. You guys are all beautiful, but your personalities are just kind of like, well, it's not for me. I don't date women anyway, so you weren't for me anyway. Whatever. So, Sia does have her walls up, and their conversation was completely flat. And Frank was trying. He was trying to, like, you know, figure out, because most women, you start asking them questions and they just, it's like, you know, crack open a box and all the inside, all the contents fall out. That's usually how it is with women, because they be dying, so they're looking for somebody to validate them so much. And I'm not knocking women. I just know that that was something that I did. I know that was a problem that I had. And once you crack open all your contents, they're reading it. They're reading the cheat code and giving it back to you, but you don't know if it's genuine or not. So anyway, I've done this in the past, and I got bit for it. So I'm just, again, I'm trying to learn you something. I'm trying to learn you something. So Frank was trying to, you know, get her to crack open, but she was just like, nah, I don't really have nothing for you. So they started talking about, you know, themselves and who they are and all this stuff. And to see it goes into her resume, and it was very boring. Like, I had my master's degree by the time I was 22. That is wonderful. That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. You got a tech startup. You did all these wonderful things. But sis, like, he can't cuddle up to your tech startup. Girl. And not that I'm saying that Frank is the man for you. I'm just saying the man that you would want, he not gonna respond to that either. And if he does, then he's usually 98% dusty. So, like, if a man is excited about your career and the money you make and all that other stuff, 9 times out of 10, he's looking for a sponsorship. So I don't know. I think you need to think about what else you bring to the table other than finance. Are you fun? Do you write? Do you read? Do you play a piano? Do you like to listen to music? Do you collect things? What are the things that, you know, your best friend, your sister, you know, have you traveled? What do you do? And what do you love? That's what people want to know about you. And I think that if you opened up more about that, then you'd be more likable. I don't care about the rest of that stuff. Everybody, it's DC. Everybody got a master's degree. It's DC. Everyone has a degree. Everyone is educated here. Girl, woo. Everyone has a master's. Woo. Like, that's not, please, what makes you an individual is who you are, not your resume. It's not. So, anyway. So the guys meet into the lounge or whatever, meet back and talk about, you know, they have their deliberations, figure out what they, you know, who's going to go, who's going to stay. Tommy mentioned ride or die again. Y'all looking for y'all ride or die. We are not riding or dying for any of these men. Do you hear me? You are not doing it because they ain't doing it for you. You learned me something today. You hear me? don't you be talking about no ride or die, because we ain't riding or dying for none of these Negroes. Do you hear me? We ain't doing it. We ain't. We just ain't. You learn something today, you watch and you listen. Watch and listen. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all I'm gonna tell you. My nose keep itching. I don't know why. And I ain't doing no booger sugar, so stop. I don't know, just itching. Probably my allergies or something. Corey was shading the shit out of Cornelius. You know, I'm gonna show her with my actions, because he brought up that he likes Courtney and he's trying to, you know, make the moves on her. I love Naeem's observation of Tasia, saying that Tasia is not someone that he's made a connection with. She smiles with her mouth, but not with her eyes, and it comes off as disingenuous, and I can see that. She always has a stank look. Always. She's not open. She's very girl, loosen up. But I think what it is that she doesn't really know who she is. And she doesn't really know what she wants. And there's a lot of self-exploration that she needs to do. That she hasn't done yet. So all she has is that. And then when she sees other people have done that, it makes her uncomfortable. So she kind of has a stink face about it. And she probably didn't even realize it. Oh, hold on. There we go. I hope that didn't mess it up, because I'm not recording this again. Y'all are gonna get what you get and don't get upset. So it comes down to the final two. I'm not surprised about these two women, because I'm just not. So it was Carrie and Tasia. Carrie is the one that went home, but I'm not surprised about these two. I said I knew it was gonna be Carrie. So this is no shade to Carrie at all. But Carrie has this matronly look. She doesn't look old. Like, she doesn't look like no old lady or nothing like that. She doesn't dress like no old lady or anything like that. I don't know. It's still just this very mature, matronly. I don't know. Not ugly. She's a beautiful woman. But the guys on this show are not mature enough for her. She has a matronly look and a matronly vibe, and it's very mature, very, you know, I'm ready for the next level and I don't have time for the bullshit. And so, girl, this was a blessing in disguise, because, girl, there's nobody on this show that has the patronly vibe to match. Does that make sense? A man that's an adult that really is looking to be in a relationship and not trying to play games. Because now I can't even fool with Cornelius no more. He taking off his shirt for FaceTime. But you talking about you trying to wait for marriage. I'm lost. I don't understand. And I like Naeem, but child, I'm not surprised if he come out with some old foolery too, child. So anyway, I'm just not here for no foolery. I'm just not here for it. I'm just not. Yeah, but there aren't any guys that will provide her with what she's looking for. Not on this show. There are men that will do it, but not on this show. Tasia, when Cornelius told her that she was at the bottom, Tasia laugh was so fake. Fake, phony. Anyway, she's so pretty, but her personality just, again, it's not as bad as Camille, but anyway, she's not fun to be around. And she may very well be that. But it doesn't come off. Like, we don't know who she is, so we can't tell. She's not funny. She's not open. She doesn't seem fun to be around. None of those things. And she may very well be that, but we don't know. I will say, when Kheri got eliminated, I felt like Naeem did a very wonderful job. An exquisite job of encouraging her, but also telling her the truth. Something that Tyrone, again, I didn't expect him to do that. I didn't expect him to tell her anything. Yeah. So, anywho, thank you again for watching. That was all of Ready to Love. I'm not going to go any further. This video is longer than it should have been. But anyway, I'm so glad that you've watched this video in its entirety. If you stuck around this long, go ahead and subscribe. Let me know that you stopped by and comment in the comment section below. And I will see you guys next time. I was thinking about doing an Insecure review, but I'm debating on whether or not I want to watch the show, because honestly, and don't tell the black delegation, I don't really like the show like that. I know. Don't take my black card, but I think it's okay. I don't think it's all bad. I could take or leave it. I mean, I'm glad I understand the historical value. I can understand, but I don't. Sorry. Anyway, black delegate, don't come for me. Anywho. Anywho. Thank you for watching. My name is Belle. This is the Belle Perspective. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like for me to review. And I will see you next time. Take care.